Sergeant Daniel Voss refused the royal sigil before Princess Salith's honor legion, not with drama, not with insult, but with a quiet step backward that made the silver emblem remain floating between them like an unwanted chain. The sigil meant command, protection, and obedience to whatever noble hand claimed his service. Salith expected gratitude from the captured Terran advisor who had spent 6 months teaching her soldiers how to survive rebel ambushes. Instead, Daniel said, "I do not need your mark to stand where I said I would stand," the court gasped. And the princess felt humiliation burn beneath her jeweled collar. The first mistake was thinking a symbol made loyalty. At dawn, the Capitol parade became a trap. Rebel artillery woke under the avenue stones, signal towers folded like broken spears. And the Honor Legion found itself split across 5 districts while Royal Command dissolved into 10 screaming channels. Officers kept asking who carried the sigil, because doctrine required the chain of authority to glow before anyone moved. But the rebels had learned doctrine. They jammed the sigils first, turned noble insignia into dead metal, and filled every helmet with false orders spoken in stolen royal voices. Princess Salith was pinned beneath a shattered balcony with half her guard, watching her perfect army wait for permission while civilians ran through smoke. Then one human voice cut through the noise. Daniel Voss had no sigil, no rank the Empire respected, and no legal right to command a kitchen line. Yet his voice came through an old maintenance band the jammers ignored. "South column, stop chasing the fake retreat. Third alley is wired, shields left, medics crawl. No hero charges, breathe before you shoot." The words were plain, ugly, impossible to mistake. He named soldiers by squad, corrected their positions from rooftop echoes, sent cooks to carry water, told musicians to use parade drums as rhythm signals, and ordered cadets to paint arrows on walls with dye. Salith listened as her legion, trained from birth to obey authority, began moving because the humans sounded like survival. The soldiers did not follow the crown. They followed the voice that found them. General Orvin shouted over the emergency channel that Voss was committing treason by issuing field orders without a royal mark. A shell landed near his command carriage and ended the debate. Daniel did not celebrate. He rerouted Orvan's surviving bodyguards to evacuate a nursery caught behind the market fire. Salith heard that and understood why her troops trusted him. He wasted no hatred, not even on men who had mocked him. Every instruction saved something: a bridge, a child, a water station, a trapped patrol, an enemy conscript who dropped his rifle and was told to run toward the blue smoke if he wanted to live. That mercy spread faster than orders. By the 3rd hour, fear had learned his name. The rebels changed tactics, broadcasting Daniel's voice through stolen repeaters. But their imitation was too polished. Too proud, too eager to spend lives, the real Voss cursed when frightened, paused before ordering danger, and always said the reason. His soldiers began answering by habit. "Heard, Sergeant moving. Heard, Sergeant." Holding "heard, Sergeant, not dying, stupid today." Princess Salith crawled from the broken balcony with blood on her cheek and asked for a weapon. Her captain offered the royal blade, but she took a scavenged rifle instead. Then called over the band, "Voss, this is Salith. Tell me where I am useful." The channel went silent for half a breath. Then Daniel said, "Princess, can you carry children?" A throne was never heavier than that question. She carried them, 4 from the archive steps, 2 from a burning coach, 1 small rebel girl with shrapnel in her leg who kept whispering that royals ate prisoners. Salith held her anyway. Daniel guided her through back lanes by smell. Smoke, color, window reflections, and the rhythm of enemy reloads. He did not flatter her, did not soften truth, did not call her highness unless the civilians needed courage. He called her left, called her duck, called her run, called her brave only once, when she almost turned back for her crown after it fell into sewage. "Leave it," he said. "Crowns do not bleed. People do." That was when the princess finally understood command. At sunset, the rebel spear reached the palace gate, where the remaining Honor Legion gathered without sigils, uniforms torn, helmets cracked, faces blackened by smoke. Daniel stood on the outer wall beside a broken antenna, one arm bandaged, throat raw, still speaking into a wired repair handset. The rebels offered surrender to any soldier who returned to proper command. They displayed captured royal seals and promised lawful mercy. Salith expected hesitation, because every lesson of her childhood said armies needed banners. Then Corporal Yenna, whose family had served the crown for 9 generations, lifted her rifle and said, "Sergeant Voss, where do you want us?" The Empire heard a new kind of oath. Daniel did not give a speech. He gave positions, ranges, fallback routes, medic lanes, water points, and 3 chances for the rebels to withdraw before the wall guns woke. When they charged, the Legion moved like one living creature, not because tradition pulled them, but because trust connected them faster than light. Salith fought beside kitchen boys and nobles, beside alien recruits and human refugees. Hearing Daniel count breaths through the channel, hold, now. The palace gate survived, the city survived, and when the last jammer died, every royal sigil in the capital blinked awake again. Bright, legal, irrelevant, in the morning. Salith found Daniel sitting on the steps of the burned parade hall, refusing a medic until the children were counted. She placed the silver sigil beside him once more. Not as a leash this time, but as an apology. He looked at it. Then, at the soldiers gathered behind her, waiting for his voice, though the entire royal command network had returned. Salith said, "I cannot make you carry it, Sergeant, but I can make the court understand why that no longer matters." Daniel closed his hand around the old repair hand set instead of the emblem, and the Legion struck their fists to their chests, not toward the sigil, not toward the throne, but toward the man who had spoken them home. From that day, royal officers still wore silver, but every academy cadet learned the same first lesson. Authority can be granted, command must be earned. And when the dark fills every channel, follow the voice that saves lives.